Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Intermission Reviews here. Now, I was looking for my Facebook memories recently, and I did see a video where 2 years ago today I covered the most disappointing movies of summer 2016. And while I feel like that was a pretty good video, I feel like I want to do it again 2 years later, only covering movies from 2018 this summer. Now, this video is not going to be anything special, really. I'm just having my phone and my laptop right now, sitting right now, just covering some things right now. Where my actual like top 5 movies of the summer is going to be edited. I'm going to do voice recording later on. That'll be released around Labor Day. But anyhow, let's get to the worst slash most disappointing movies of this summer. Without further ado, now for a clear definition, summer is defined between May 1st, 2018, and August 31st of 2018. And while technically this is the last day I can add it in a movie on there, I'm just gonna make my list right now, as you know, I'm not really planning on seeing any more movies for the rest of the summer. So anyhow, let's start with the first disappointing movie of the summer. That is Jason Reitman's Tully. Again, if you guys saw my review of this movie, you'll know how much frustration I did have with this whole project in general. I feel like Diablo Cody's writing was very underwhelming. I feel like Charlize Theron gave one of her weaker performances. Jason Reitman's direction felt very flat. Overall, this film had some benefits to it, but it was just a complete mess in my eyes compared to something like Juno. Alright, another film I found to be absolutely horrid, probably the worst film of the summer. Debatably, even the worst film of the year would be Deadpool 2. Now, some of you may be surprised by this, as the first Deadpool was groundbreaking in terms of the R-rated superhero genre, but this film, when it comes to its comedy and drama mixing, is absolutely, falls flat on its face. Ryan Reynolds does not know how to write at all. The character development of characters like Domino or Russell, for that matter, just are piss poor to non-existent. I feel like the comedy on here is absolutely weak, especially by Deadpool standards. I'm surprised Tim Miller didn't return as director for this film, because he really helped make the original Deadpool something worth watching. Instead, whoever directs this film has no idea what they're doing behind the camera. So I found Deadpool 2 not only to be very disappointing, but just to be a complete train wreck of a film. Now, while this film may not be disappointing or bad at all, I'm just going to bring up Solo, a Star Wars story. A lot of people weren't looking forward to it. I honestly was kind of intrigued by it. I ended up liking the film in general, but I found the 3D to be very useless. Yes, I saw him in 3D. I had extra money on my Fandango cards. And anyhow, so, yeah, Solo, a Star Wars story. It's not the best Star Wars film, but I will say that it's worth checking out if you do have some extra time. Alright, next up on my list, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Yes, this film. This is what I'd be considered to be one of the worst films of the summer, because it is so mediocre, it is so predictable. Just think about everything that people didn't like about the original Jurassic World, for, its unnecessary rebuttal of a dinosaur franchise, to the fact that no one really wants to see another disaster movie in 2018 when that trend died out 20 years ago. And the movie, for the most part, I found to be very bland, not very campy until like the last 30 minutes of the movie. Like, really, the climax of the movie is what ends up saving it, because it's so just tacky, just so over the top. Like, if it weren't for that, this movie would probably be the worst of the summer, honestly. It was that bland, to say the least. And keep in mind, guys, I'm giving you the Cliff Notes version of all these movies. If you want to see full reviews, you can request it, and I will certainly do that for you. Alright, so, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's talk about The Meg now. The Meg, oh my goodness, this movie, it is as stupid as it sounds. It's ironic I'm wearing a shark shirt while I'm talking about it, but, yeah, there's not really anything special to bring up about it. Jason Statham trying to fight a shark along with his other mates. Ruby Rose is, again, probably my favorite part of the movie, as she's always amazing in her roles. And she, strangely enough, goes with an American accent in this movie. I don't know why she does that, but, I guess it works out okay. Yeah, I just think about Jaws minus any suspense, but it's just campy enough where it sort of works in a sense. I don't know how, but it just kind of does. And now I'm going to talk about one more movie here that I actually did like quite a lot, but I just found to be kind of disappointing. Not in a bad sense like Deadpool 2, but just a little underwhelming, and that's Generation Wealth. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, Generation Wealth is a documentary focusing on, the amount of money and the amount of power that people have acclaimed over the past couple of decades, and how that's kind of ruined them in a sense. And while I did find this movie to be overall fascinating, I just found it to focus too much on the director's own personal life and not on the lives of others, or about the overall decline of American or global society with the amount of wealth that we've collected. Or sorry, I'm still kind of just woken up in a sense. The wealth we have acquired, yes, that's the word I'm looking for. So, yeah, Generation Wealth, I still would recommend checking it out, but expect to be kind of a bio about the director herself. So, yeah, those are some of the movies that I was kind of disappointed by / didn't really care for this summer. So what do you guys think? Have you seen any of these movies? What was your most disappointing or worst movie this summer? Let me know in the comments down below. Till again, this is Intermission Review signing off, and have a great summer.